Hello from the Music Interview Corner, day 2 at Tuska, and now with INSOMNIUM, with Niilo. Hi Niilo.
Hello.
How does it feel for you to play at Tuska today?
Tuska is always great. It's one of the nicest festivals, and we had a very nice show, early slot, but there was a lot of people already, so I think it went really well.
I could see it, I caught a little bit of it because I had to run to some interviews, but I saw that they were going wild.
Yeah, there were really a lot of people. Like I was a bit nervous before the show that, okay, is there anybody here at this hour? But when we started, it was quite full, like already from the start.
You started out, I read that on your website, you started out as some teenage metalheads who just wanted to drink beer and play music together. Now this year you have your 25th band anniversary. How does that feel?
Yeah, that's true. And well, I guess most bands start like that. Teenagers just want to get together and play some music, and that's how we started. And 25 years is a long time, and of course we have grown a lot, and everything has changed. So of course when we started the band, none of us could guess that how far we'll get, or that we will continue in 25 years. So yeah, it's special. And when you think about many like big historical legendary bands, that how long did they exist, like the Beatles, it was, I don't know, 6-7 years or something like that, and we have been already playing for 25 years, so it feels funny.
Yeah, it's amazing because everybody starts out like that, but not everybody makes it that far, like 25 years and such a big career.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to remember to be grateful for everything we've achieved.
And how does it feel for you to share Marcus with Omnium Gatherum? He is now with 2 bands. Yesterday he played with them, today he played with you.
Well, it's a normal situation for us because he's been in INSOMNIUM already for 10 years. So everybody's got used to the idea, and of course there's some wheeling and dealing that both bands can play their shows, but luckily, like this weekend, there was no problem. Yesterday it was Omnium Gatherum, today INSOMNIUM, and Omnium Gatherum, all the guys are awesome, are good friends. So
yeah, I talked to them yesterday. They said they really like you.
Yeah, they're awesome guys, and always fun to play shows with them or tour with them. So.
And how did you experience the lockdowns? And how does it feel to be finally back on stage now?
Well, if I think about the silver lining in lockdown, was that I could actually concentrate on writing my book. So that kind of kept me going week after week. So I concentrated on writing, and that was a good thing. And but of course, purely on band perspective, it was a tough time, of course, and we couldn't make any shows, and income was very hard to get. But hopefully we survived, and no more lockdowns coming. Let's see. Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's pray for that.
Yes.
And what is your book about?
It's a historical novel, fantasy and history, medieval setting, and some fantasy elements. And actually, it's a kind of continuation to Winter's Gate story. That's what I will tell at this point.
Cool. Is there already an idea when it might be published?
When it's ready.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's always the best.
Yeah, I hope next year, but like I have the 3rd version now. I'm editing the 3rd version, and let's see. If the publisher said it's ready, then it's published soon. But if my editor finds some things to correct, then it might take a longer time. I don't know.
But it's amazing, and it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, and it's something that I've wanted to do all my life. Like since I was a small kid, I wanted to write a book, and now I have a chance to do it. So looking forward to finish it and then write the next one.
Congratulations on that. You really utilized the lockdown well.
Yeah, I did. And that without the lockdown, I probably would have not had the time to actually concentrate on the writing, because it's a long book. It's 500 pages, so you don't write it in like 2 months. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's really great because it feels so hard when you're an artist and you're locked away and you can't do what you normally do, and that's an amazing way for you to still be creative.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it kind of saved me for sure And I was very lucky that I had the opportunity with the publisher at that point. But at the same time that the lockdown began, that we started talking, okay, I had this idea of a book and do you want to release it? And yes, and that's how it started. And I was lucky in that point, yes.
And also INSOMNIUM released an EP that is called Argent Moon. Why did you decide to make an EP and not a full album?
I think the first idea was to, because all the tours, shows were cancelled, idea was that we have to do something, we have to start making new music so that we have something to do. And we had never done EP, so, and in the 90s, all our favorite bands released EPs, and that was a cool thing. So we kind of wanted to try that. And let's get something out pretty fast so our fans can have something to listen to while they are in lockdown. So maybe it will help some people to, well.
No, I think it's cool. I think it's very retro and very cool.
That's how it started. And but actually when we had finished the songs, then we right away continued making more songs towards the next album. So because we haven't been able to play shows, we have been actively making new music. So.
That's wonderful. Are there already plans for the new album, when it will come out?
Hopefully next year, because it's in the mix right now. So
is there a title? Are you already allowed to say a title?
I'm not allowed to say it.
Okay, so it's going to be a surprise, but it's going to come next year.
It should be out next year, yes.
Where does your band name come from? What's the story behind your band name INSOMNIUM?
Let's see, I was 19. We had formed the band just maybe 1 year earlier. I was doing this, what do you call it, civil service? When you don't go to army, but you...
Yeah, I think civil service.
Yeah, civil service in a library, university library. And there was a book of like a Latin vocabulary. So I searched for cool words there. And I made a list that, okay, these words sound cool and they have a cool meaning. It was a pretty long list, but we picked INSOMNIUM from there. That's how it started.
And it has to do with not being able to sleep?
Yeah, it means both nightmare and insomnia, so not able to sleep. So it sounded like a proper name for a death metal band.
And my favorite question I have to ask always is, what's the craziest thing you and your bandmates ever did on tour?
Well, always when someone asks something like this, like nothing comes to mind. But of course, most of the things are so crazy that I can't say them here now publicly.
Okay.
But funny stuff happens always when we are touring, or of course, funny stuff happens. I don't have a good answer here, but
that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
A new album coming next year, hopefully. Check us out when we come to a show near you.
Yes, and we're going to put all your tour dates here in the description of this video.
Yes, awesome.
Yes. Thank you so much for the interview, Niilo, and goodbye from the Music Interview Corner.